Woman at War is a 2018 film by writer-director Benedict Erlingson. The film centers on eco-activist Hatla, who protests the aluminum processing industry by taking down power lines in the Icelandic highlands. This work is high risk and low reward, as she is tracked by drone and helicopter, and even if she manages to fall a power line, it only causes a minor inconvenience. However, she remains dedicated to this work even when other people in her life, and the audience, wish that she would stop. I'm going to talk about the specific plot points in this film, so if you'd rather watch it fresh, you should stop here. And I would recommend that you watch it fresh. This movie has a really engaging plot with some twists that I will be spoiling in this video. Woman at War is about the tension between the individual and society, your duty to one other person versus your duty to the greater good. And while the film recognizes the complexities here, it comes down firmly on the side of helping one other person when you can. Action for the greater good is presented as fruitless at best and selfish at worst. It's clear that Hatla's activism is a drop in the bucket. She has a hell of a time taking down a single transmission line, so it feels triumphant when she manages to do so. But then there are shots of the hundreds of other power lines in Iceland. There's only so much an individual acting alone can do to fight this systemic problem. The most traction that Hatla gets is when she releases her manifesto and gets attention on the internet and on the news. It's at this point that the powers that be start to get concerned, and more determined to stop her. The film presents another choice that Hatla has, one that can have a more significant, if more limited, impact. She has been planning to adopt a child for years, and she finally has the chance to become a mother to an orphaned Ukrainian girl named Nika. The climax of the film comes when Hatla nearly loses her chance to adopt Nika due to her activism. This is so frustrating to watch since we know what she's risking. A chance to make one person's life so much better. And what is she risking it for? An unwinnable battle against industrialization? Is that really worth it? This theme of the societal versus the personal is reflected in Hatla's twin sister Elsa. Elsa is a yoga instructor who plans to isolate herself for 2 years to meditate. This is an inconvenience to Hatla, who now needs the support of her sister to raise a child. But Elsa claims that her isolation will be for the greater good. She says that she will improve the world by improving herself. This line of reasoning is a mirror to Hatla's activism. Whereas Hatla sees Elsa as self-centered and silly, she can't see her own actions this way. In the end, Elsa sacrifices the greater good to help her sister, allowing her to still adopt Nika. Her act of selflessness allows Hatla to do something truly meaningful with her life. Hatla also finds an ally in a farmer who at multiple points helps to hide her from the authorities and helps with Elsa's plan in the end. The message is clear. When Hatla was fighting this war alone, she was not likely to win. But once she has other people on her side, the tide starts to turn. Woman at War places interpersonal struggles on the stage of global political conflict. There are a few poignant scenes where Hatla speaks on the phone with her adoption agency, and the TV in the background shows news of climate change-related natural disasters from around the world. The film ends on a bittersweet note. Hatla is able to adopt Nika, but the bus back to the airport is caught in a flood, and they have to get out and walk through the water. This final scene brings together the global and the personal, the two things that Hatla has been fighting for. Beyond the timely theme, this film has engaging humor and a unique tone, featuring, notably, a fourth-wall-breaking band that plays the fantastic score. Woman at War is likely to resonate with anyone who is concerned about our world and wishes to take action. But the lesson here is that sometimes the most we can do is to help one other person, and that being a lone warrior is not as powerful as working together. Thanks for watching. This is a bit of a change of pace from my previous content, but I've been thinking a lot about this movie since I saw it, and I wanted to talk about it.